Weekend box office insights. The resounding success of The Black Phone 2. If there's one thing to note this weekend, it's that Blumhouse may have turned a new leaf with the release of The Black Phone 2. After grappling with a series of underwhelming releases, it's refreshing to see a revival for the studio that redefined the horror genre. With no significant hits under their belt for nearly 2 years, since the successful Five Nights at Freddy's, many were beginning to wonder if Blumhouse had lost its touch. Recent productions like Speak No Evil, Imaginary, and Night Swim managed to bring in some revenue, but they couldn't escape the shadow of several high-profile failures, such as Wolfman, Drop, which was surprisingly well-received, and the infamous M3 GAN 2.0. which tragically derailed its franchise last summer. However, the audience has responded favorably to The Black Phone 2, which exceeded the box office forecasts, opening with a commendable $26.5 million. This is a notable triumph, especially considering the original film garnered $23.6 million during its opening weekend in the summer of 2022. The decision to bring back the character of the Grabber appears to have paid off. While it might not reach the original's impressive domestic haul of over $90 million, this marks a much-anticipated return to success for Blumhouse. Upcoming projects like Five Nights at Freddy's 2, set to release this Christmas, might just continue this upward trend. In stark contrast, Disney's Tron continues to struggle, falling a staggering 66% from its debut, to secure second place with only $11.1 million this weekend, accumulating a total of $54.5 million domestically. Industry insiders predict that it may not finish with more than $70 to $75 million in domestic earnings. Furthermore, Lionsgate faced disappointment with Good Fortune, starring Aziz Ansari, which flopped spectacularly, bringing in merely $6.2 million despite the combined star power of Keanu Reeves and Seth Rogen. This trend raises eyebrows. Will broad comedies continue to struggle in theaters? Meanwhile, WB's One Battle After Another is holding up well, adding $4 million to its growing total, which now stands at $61 million. Although it's not breaking any records, it shows that there's still an audience willing to support it, especially as we move toward award season. However, not every star-studded release has performed well. The Channing Tatum-led Roofman, which we thoroughly enjoyed, only managed to rake in $3.7 million, totaling $15.5 million domestically. This signals a troubling fall for award-worthy films driven by well-known actors this fall. Another entry, The Smashing Machine, was yanked from over 2,000 theaters after a dismal domestic total of $11 million, highlighting the lack of interest in certain narratives. Even Julia Roberts' latest film, After the Hunt, failed to make a significant impact, pulling in a mere $1.5 million. It looks like many viewers are opting to wait for streaming releases instead. Angel Studios is facing its own challenges in the faith-based film realm, with Truth Treason debuting to just $2.7 million, landing in 6th place. And on the family entertainment front, Gabby's Dollhouse managed to earn $1.65 million, bringing its domestic total to $29 million, but that's hardly a game-changer for the box office. Thank goodness for the horror genre. The Conjuring: Last Rites remains the standout success of the season, adding another $1.5 million to achieve a staggering $175 million total. Additionally, Demon Slayer: Infinity Castle continues its reign, now hailed as the highest-grossing anime ever in North America, rounding out the top 10 with $1.3 million, totaling $131 million. As we look ahead, there's curiosity about how Crunchyroll's upcoming release, Chainsaw Man, will fare. The box office is also bracing for the release of Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere next weekend. Will it succeed where other adult dramas have stumbled? The anticipation is palpable, and many are hoping that Springsteen's magnetism will boost box office numbers. What films did you catch this weekend? Share your thoughts with us in the comments below.